You might be wondering what are the certificates that students who win top universities with GKS have, and in this video I'm going to talk about these certificates. Hi guys, my name is Jali and welcome back to my channel. So far I have received so many questions from you guys, such as which certificate should I prepare for my GKS application, which extracurricular activities should I do, and so on and so forth. And in this video I'm going to talk about the certificates that are going to make your application 100% stronger, and I will mention the best ones, the strongest ones by the end of this video, so make sure to watch it till the end. So before we start, I would like to invite all of you guys to subscribe to my channel, where I talk about GKS, studying in Korea, and in general life in Korea. And my goal is to make 5,000 subscribers. So if you become one of them, I will be the happiest person. Yes, and without further ado, let's get into the content of this video. Number one, certificates related to your major. This might be obvious, but still a lot of people miss this point. You should understand that Korean universities don't want to get beginner students and make them advanced. They want to get students who are already knowledgeable, who have expertise in the area that they want to study in Korea, and make them professional in this. This is especially true when you apply for a master's degree or PhD. Get as many major related certificates as possible. The easiest way to do this is to go to online platforms such as Skillshare, Udemy, Coursera, and etc. Type the name of your major, see the available courses online, and just take them. They will probably be not free, but mostly they are not expensive. Coursera is good that you can apply for financial aid and you can get the course absolutely for free or with a huge discount. Udemy is great because they put their online courses on sales quite often, so you can get a really expensive course for as much as the price of a two cups of coffee. I bought like two courses there for $15-20, while the price of each, I mean like original price of each, was about $100. And Skillshare is good because you can pay for a monthly subscription, not a big amount of money, and you can get access to all courses absolutely for free during the whole month. And then, of course, you have to renew your subscription. By the way, these are not promotions, advertisements, because this is something that I used myself when I was applying for GKS. And even like besides that, when I needed to get some extra certificates or improve my knowledge in certain area, mostly I was using Coursera for specific certificates and Udemy for more for learning. For example, I was applying for international business majors, so I took courses related to international business, international marketing, global strategy. Yeah, so it doesn't really have to have the name of your major, but it should be something related to that. By the way, this is not the only way to get certificates related to your major. Of course, you can attend offline courses, conferences, I don't know, seminars, do some projects which are related to your major. But I just told you the easiest way, because most of you guys tell me that, oh, I don't have much time, and so on and so forth. So these three options that I told you, or maybe there are other online courses that I haven't used, so I don't tell them, but you can try them out. These are like the quickest way to do that. Number two, leadership certificates. Well, leadership skills are highly valued in Korea, be it for employees or students. So, and also not many people possess these skills or leadership related certificates. So I strongly recommend you to get one leadership certificate. And in this case, you don't even need to get as many as possible, two or three. One is enough in this case, but if you have leadership certificate, that will literally improve your background in the eyes of the Korean people. Number three, IELTS and topic related certificates. I think you already know about this. Even though these certificates are not mandatory, you can see them as one of the most important ones. Like, of course, I'm not saying that you should have both. Of course, both would be a lot better, but at least one is essential, like essential. I know the application list says it's optional. Yes, technically it's optional, but Believe me, if you don't have any of them, your chances are super, super low. Only in cases if you have a lot of research papers published in international journals, you might not need them. Whatever. If you plan to study in Korean, topic is essential. It's like bare minimum. Even if you don't have like high level, like OGUP, level 5, level 6, please try to get at least level 2 or 3. However, if you plan to study in English, as long as you're not coming from an English speaking country or your bachelor's major was not in English, make sure to get TOEFL or IELTS certificate. Some of you were asking me, can I substitute IELTS or TOEFL certificates with other English certificates from online courses or Duolingo? My answer is no, you cannot. Of course, if you have extra certificates related to English language, you should definitely include them because it's better to have them rather than having nothing. But will they have the power of TOEFL or IELTS or other like TOEIC? So I don't know all of them, like these super powerful ones. Of course, they will not have the same power. Yeah, if you don't have any English certificates, you can include extra ones, but they will not give you the same power, believe me. Even like IELTS, like I got IELTS 8 when I was coming here, but to be honest, like Korean people prefer TOEFL or TOEIC more than IELTS. But still, IELTS has also the same power for international students because not in many countries TOEFL is as popular as IELTS. So don't worry about that. But if you have no idea which one to choose, then I would maybe recommend TOEFL because later on here in Korea, for employment and stuff, I got to experience that TOEFL is more recognizable than IELTS. Also, please check your major. If your major has minimum requirement of TOEIC or IELTS or TOEFL certificates, because sometimes a major in Korean might require a minimum level of TOEIC level 3, but that's not a problem because like if you don't have it, you still get a language course. But in case of English, you should make sure that you meet those requirements. Because for example, when my major was international business in Korea University, I needed to have an IELTS of minimum, I don't remember, 7 or 7.5. So yeah, you should definitely check the requirements of language certificates. What's wrong with my camera? I need to buy a new iPhone. I don't know why, but like, did you guys notice like iPhone camera gets worse and worse? Like when you use your phone, like even if you don't do anything special, like anything bad to your phone, nothing bad happens to your phone, the camera still gets worse. I need to buy a new phone. If anyone wants to buy me iPhone 16. Finally, I'm going to talk about one certificate that will boost your GKS application like crazy. And I even know people who didn't have any of the above mentioned certificates, like previously mentioned certificates, but because they had this one, they got in the best universities in Korea. Yes, it's not an easy certificate to get. It's not easy at all. It's super hard. But if you prepare in advance and if you prepare the certificate, congratulations, you raise your chances like crazy. And what is that? What do you think? South Korea is a country that is obsessed with research. Even like statistics show that among countries that invest heavily in research, Korea holds the very first place. So even like the whole graduate school education in Korea is strongly research based. Therefore, the best certificate that you can have is a certificate proving that you have published a research article in an international journal. And this article should be related to the major that you are applying in Korea. Yes, if it's not related, it's still powerful because it shows your skills of doing research and publishing papers and stuff like that. So it's still strong, but the strongest one is if it's related to your major. Now, probably many of you will think, but I don't know how to write a research article and publish it in an international journal. Well, that's absolutely normal because I didn't know how to do it before I came to Korea. And even here in Korea, I struggled a lot with this. But I heard that some people got help for this, like from specific organizations with whom you can coordinate in order to find out where you can publish your paper. One of the most important things is to get a topic that is that has not really been researched yet and that it's related to your major. I know this is the most difficult part, but then if you do this, then you can get more help with finding out where you can publish your paper or how to make the research or how to make the analysis and use the data. Yes, this is annoying, this is difficult, but this is a super strong thing for your application. I think if you find the organizations in your country that can like direct you to the right path for publishing your paper, this can be really helpful. Or one more thing that you can do is find some PhD candidates among your friends or among people that you know who already have papers published, because if it's a PhD candidate or if it's a professor that you know in your university that you can communicate with, you can ask their advice because they definitely have experience of publishing papers in journals. So just research about it. It will take time, but start as soon as possible, and this certificate will strengthen your application like crazy. Yeah, that's it, guys. I talked about 4 types of certificates in this video, but this doesn't mean that this is all you need to have. Of course, if you have some other extracurricular certificates, you can include them, but here I mentioned the strongest ones. And also, please do not rely on certificates only. Make sure your personal statement, your recommendation letter, your statement of purpose, your GPA are all in a good condition, because everything has its own role to play, right? So you cannot rely only on your GPA and forget about certificates, or rely on your letters and forget about your GPA, or rely on your certificates and forget about others. So GKS is a very competitive thing, so you should patiently work on every single part of it. And I'm gonna help you with this. I hope you guys find value in my videos. This is very important to me. But also, I have some good news that I'm holding consultations specifically tailored, specifically customized to your background, to your condition, to your situation. So if you guys want to get a personal individual consultation with me, you can email me here. This is my email, and you can send an email that you want to get a consultation. You can define the consultation that you want to get, like it can be personal statement consultation, statement of purpose consultation, interview preparation consultation, application preparation consultation, whatever. I will try my best to be helpful in my videos or in personal consultations. So don't be stressed, just approach everything with patience and with diligence. Is there a word, diligence? Diligence or diligence, whatever. Yeah, and everything will be fine for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful for you. If so, please show me this with your thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And also, here's my Instagram account. You can follow me on Instagram. And see you in my next video. Bye bye.